Now this is the first time I've ever used a Negcon. I thought it would be interesting to try and capture my first experience with it. Now I'm no expert at this game, but I do enjoy the drifting in it. So, first ever experience. Well, that's know which button to press. You can definitely feel the travel distance on these. Obviously this isn't going to be the best angle in the world because it's going to be very hard to capture the control pad and the screen, so apologies for the old schoolness. So my thumb is sitting in this little indent at the minute. It feels a bit strange because the button feels very squishy. Oh. And there's our first turn. It's not feeling natural now, as you can tell from that massive mistake. Oh, this is so bizarre. Right, corner. Oh, wrong way. Oh, I was trying to do a drift. Right, so to go left, you. Right. God, it feels so strange. So to go left, turn the right one up, and to go. Right, I turn the. Oh my goodness, I'm doing so badly. Right, I remember reading online somewhere that one of the shoulder buttons does the accelerator. And that'd be wrong. Brake. Yeah. Camera change. So yeah, I have to use the recess. Right. Oh, even the D-pad doesn't work. So you're forced to use the twist. You can't like use the D-pad for the easy stuff. Oh my goodness, I'm so bad at this. Right. Let's see if knowing the track a little bit better helps. Nope. Right, take off the brake. Oh goodness. Right. This is the right hand turn, followed by left hand turn chicane, and then very strong right. So chicane. See, chicane feels good, but then I've got these really strong turns. Take off the gas, try and go for a drift, and just understeer. Oh, can I at least overtake someone so I don't come in last place? Come on! So far so good. Oh, can we get a 6th place? Probably not if I end up smashing into all the walls. Yes, just because you can drift, no need to show off. But whose car is faster on the straight? So despite doing absolutely terribly, looks like I may have actually scored 5th place. Oh my god, that is so bizarre. So that's my first experience with the Negcon. Right. Now I've showed you how it works with the weird twisting motion, which, by the way, recenters itself when you let go, which is very bizarre. I'm going to try and use it again, and we'll just see how we do. Alright, Trying to adjust my hand position now to what I'd normally play like. So I've got the base of my thumb on the accelerator, with the tip of my thumb hovering over the brake. So let's see if a slightly more comfortable gaming position makes any difference at all. So we've got the chicane, I was drifting right, followed by left, and then the turn that always goes wrong, so I take off the accelerator. Oversteer this time. Oh, it does not feel natural at all. Like, to do sharper turns, I have to move the right side of the pad up and the left side down. It feels so odd. I think even a 6-axis would be better than this. Of course, this predated the 6-axis by about 15 years. And you're probably wondering why I've ended up getting a Negcon. And that's because some things you just can't experience very well on emulators. I actually played this game for the first time on the PlayStation Classic. Not the actual PlayStation itself, the PlayStation Classic little mini console they brought out a few years ago. And sometimes hardware can just make things a bit more interesting, and I would definitely not be able to have this experience if this control was plugged in via USB into a laptop or even the PlayStation Classic. So this is, early attempts at button mapping, and the way they've done it is using hardware. And it also extends to not just the twisting motion, which is unique and very bloody strange, it's also the buttons themselves. I'm actually missing 2 shoulder buttons. Oh, wrong way again. So, missing 2 shoulder buttons, and some of these buttons, the red ones, which would be square and X, are actually analog. So what that means in the context of this is that digital, for example, if I press what would be triangle to change view, that's what it does, it changes view. Press the button, it solves one function. Now with an analog button, it actually can detect different levels of force and have different functions. The best way I can probably describe it is, have you ever played Metal Gear Solid 2 on the PlayStation 2? Well, if you lightly hold square, you draw your weapon, and then holding X means you can move a bit. Well, more firmly pressing square, once you're already holding it lightly, or pressing it more firm to begin with, will fire the weapon. So you've got a drawing motion and the firing all mapped to the same button. And the square and X on this have that different pressure. So by way of comparison, we're going to give it another go, and the only thing that's changed is using this wireless PS4 pad. I just prefer wireless pads, and we've got the same car, same track, and we'll just see how big a difference the actual hardware we control it with makes. Now I can tell you straight away, my hand is so much more comfortable. Obviously this is the PS4 pad, it's a bit more ergonomically designed, it's not digging into the palms of my hand, and now I can use the D-pad. Hopefully I'm doing a little bit better. But of course, these big slopey corners are always the thing that you get judged on. Not ideal, but got around it. I really love the drifting in this. It's not the best drifting in gaming, obviously. That honour goes to Outrun 2. That's an amazing drift feel, especially in the arcades when you've got the pedal and the steering wheel. So, first lap and we're already at 5th place, although we are still making some mistakes, but that's mostly due to me and not the pad this time. So we've got a big swooping left hand corner, probably a bit over-exaggerated on the old drifting there. Oh. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, get those horses whipped. So yeah, I'm not going to get third place, honestly. If this was the photo finish, wouldn't have made the podium on that one. The drop in speed you get when you hit something in this is really dramatic, even if it's, you know, the other cars, which, you know, stick on the racing line so much that they'll hit you and slow you down. It doesn't always seem fair. Right, here's that swooping right again. So tap the brake, hit the gas. God, maybe it's just this car. Maybe it is set up as a drift car, but it just isn't liking my drifting technique. Usually I take them off the pad and hit the accelerator, and there you go, we got a drift. Wasn't particularly needed for that corner, I just wanted to show it off. Right, so I'm going to come out of here, I'm going to get a swooping one. Oh, lost all the speed on the wall. Come on, whip, 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 whip those horses. Can we get a podium for second? Oh! See, I hit him and he got my speed. Come on, come on, come on! So there we go. Second place because the hardware changed.